As I get ready for my trip across America, I'm introduced to really clever products that would ease my journey a bit. For example, the Kettle. A buddy of mine told me about this thing and I had to take a look. So I sent the company an email in hopes they'd reply, and just my luck, they did. So let's take a look at this thing and go into what's so special about this kettle. First things first, we have to talk design. This is the Kettle itself. It comes with a fire base, a hobo stove, a 29 fluid ounce cooking pot, 2 cups, one small at 12 fluid ounce and one large at 17, the cook pot lid, 2 plates that double as bowls, a gripper and pot support, and of course the 41 fluid ounce kettle. All these things are designed to fit together in such a way that it saves the most space possible, which was really forward thinking on their part. The kettle, however, is where the design shines. When you look inside, you'll only see empty space, and that's because there's a dual wall within the kettle that holds all your water. Essentially, you can just throw your water in here, pop down the fire base, fill it with sticks and twigs, as it doesn't take much to get your water boiling in this thing, and you're good to go. Now, because of this open chimney design, it actually forces all the heat from the fire into the water from 360 degrees, which allows it to boil faster with almost no fuel. That's just efficient, and I love everything about the design with this kettle. So let's use it and see how she operates. Okay, so this is the Kettle. This right here we've already filled with some water. It's pretty much filled. Now they say you want to make sure it doesn't get all the way full, because once this starts boiling, it's going to start spitting. So careful about that. We do have all of our stuff here, but the only things that we need right now for this fire are going to be this base that I've already filled with some sticks and leaves to get it started. We have some extra sticks to throw in there once it starts getting going. So for now, let's go ahead and start it up and get it going. Here. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Now that we've got our fire prepped and ready to go, we can start throwing in more sticks like this to keep it going so that it can really start boiling that water. Now the cool thing about this is when you start throwing sticks in, they're going to be vertical. And the reason that's important is it means that it's going to be staying up and down at a good angle where the logs won't cover up the fire. So it'll always have itself some air, which is good. And right here, starting to smoke. All right, how's it going, guys? Now this thing apparently only takes about 5 minutes once your fire is going for it to actually start boiling that water. The reason that it's only taken about 5 minutes is because this is a 360 degrees that the water is around the whole thing. So this fire is actually heating it from 360 degrees. So you have every angle of it worked on. Now another thing that you can do while you're working on your water there is we can start cooking. So if we take these here and put them together, you can throw that in there and then throw your cooker on top of that, and you can start cooking in there. Now, of course, this is going to get a little hot. Ah, crap. That's why they got you this little tool, which acts as a handle for all of these components. Just great little thoughts, really, regarding this stove. And it's great because you can grab all of these pieces so you don't burn the crap out of yourself. Another thing they also have is the hobo stove center. I'll show you this part later, especially these two parts. I'll show you guys once our water is done boiling. So we'll give it that time. It takes nothing
to really get this fire going. I was trying to do this earlier and the sticks were a little wet. We moved a minute away from that location and came here for dry sticks, and I'm already boiling water. Now, the cups that I have here, one is 17 fluid ounces, one is 12. And apparently this kettle will fill 5 of these. So one time doing this, 5 minutes, you have 5 cups of water. There we go. She is purring now. And I can show you guys what to do next at this point. Oh yeah, that is boiling. So what you do when it's boiling, you have to take it at a 90-degree angle so as not to burn yourself and lift it off the stove. What you can then do is grab your string here and pour your boiling water into your oatmeal or into your ramen noodle or whatever you're doing. So I've got myself some boiling hot water. But then also what I've got is I can throw this grate over the top of this and start cooking dogs. Otherwise, otherwise I have my hobo stove, which I can throw over it like this and start cooking the dogs that way, or like that. There's just a lot of versatility, a lot of usability with this thing. And then even smarter, they give you these lips so that when you put your hot water in there, you don't burn your lips when you go to take a drink. I'm not drinking this, but that's just, you know, there's that. So that's the Kelly kettle. Pretty neat little thing.
This is an all-in-one stop shop for cooking and boiling water out in the woods. It only takes 3 to 5 minutes to boil water with this thing, which can be useful for hot showers, cleaning, purifying water you find along the way, and more. Pros about this thing is you can use it almost anywhere. There have been a lot of fires in Oregon this year, and crafting an open flame on the road won't always be an option. I could end up in a park at some point with no ability to make a fire, but because this is a closed-up cooking stove, I'd be allowed to use it in parks, lakes, rivers, and any other government-owned and operated territory. It can also be a bit of a pain to get a fire going simply to cook. You have to gather rocks in a circle so the fire doesn't spread, lug around cooking pots and grates, which can be heavy and annoying to lug around while backpacking. This kettle kit removes all the hassle and conveniently packs down into a small 10.2-inch space. It's all stainless steel as well, so you won't be destroying this thing as you trek through the woods. Now, there are also smaller portable stoves out there, but not very many of them also double as a kettle, and let you cook food and boil water at the same time. I could have also gotten a gas or battery-powered stove, but this is an all-in-one ready-to-go unit. I don't have to carry around propane gas or charge a battery. I just light a fire and I'm ready to roll, which is just convenient and lets me feel like a true-to-life woodsman rather than a kid on vacation. Now, there are a few different versions of this kettle. There's the Trekker, which is their smallest size at 20 fluid ounce. There's the Scout at 41 fluid ounce, and then there's the Base Camp model at 54 fluid ounce. And this is the difference between filling 2 cups with the small, 5 cups with the medium, and 6 with the large in just one use. I'd recommend the Scout kit, which is what they sent me. It's normally $165, but it comes with every Kelly accessory, including the hobo stove, the cooking pot, the cooking grate, 2 cups and even rubber lips so you don't burn yours while drinking, 2 plates, and the kettle. It's just a great all-in-one kit, but if you just want the kettle and a few accessories, they also give the option to buy them individually so you have exactly what you need for your style of journey. All that being said, this is a great little kettle, and I can't wait to use it on my trip. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.